Let's dive into the mysterious death of one of Japan's most powerful shoguns. Legend says Tokugawa Ieyasu, Japan's unifier, ate himself to death. But is that what really happened? Okay, so the story kicks off in January 1616. Ieyasu's out on a falconry trip. A merchant tells him about this hot new dish, sea bream, fried in something called kaya oil. Apparently, it was so good he scarfed down 5 whole fish. So much for his famous restraint. And that very night, bam, he gets these horrible stomach pains. And that's where the myth begins. But wait, there's a huge problem with this whole story. The timeline just doesn't add up. Get this. It was 3 months between that dinner and when he actually died. See, he actually got better for a bit. That huge gap pretty much rules out food poisoning. Plus, the so-called tempura he ate?
Yeah, it wasn't what you're thinking of.
Back then, it was more like kareage or fried chicken, super heavy and oily. So if it wasn't a tempura, then what was it? Historians started digging. And the leading theory today? Stomach cancer. A much grimmer explanation. Long before that meal, he had all the classic symptoms: lumps, weight loss, chest pain. And here's the crazy irony. Ieyasu was a total health nut. He lived to be 75.
But his obsession with health might have been his downfall. He totally ignored his own doctors.
He was convinced he had parasites, not cancer, and cooked up his own dangerous medicines. You won't believe this. His cures had arsenic and mercury. He was literally poisoning himself. He was so sure he was right that he actually demoted a doctor who tried to warn him. Okay, but could it have been something else? Like, say, an assassination plot? It's a juicy theory for sure, but there's just no real evidence to back it up. No, the truth seems to be way more complex and, honestly, a lot more tragic. So it wasn't the tempura. It was probably cancer, a bad meal, and his own stubborn pride. This famous food myth is really a wild story about medicine and just sheer arrogance. It really makes you wonder, right? When does a healthy obsession become something fatal?